Chaos, still chaos.
I'm trying to find out what's going on with her and Ken. What you mean what's going on with her and Ken?
It's too much. It's a lot going on. It's kids, me, trying to get over issues.
What you mean?
We had to take a break.
I'm sorry, say what? So he moved out?
No. It's a lot.
Wait.
It's a lot.
Excuse me. Can I get a glass of water?
Threw his keys on the counter and went back upstairs.
Xavier threw the keys to the car that Ken got him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because he said, get me out my stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
When Xavier felt type of way, then I felt type of way. So then I stepped away. I was like, yeah, this ain't gonna work.
Trish finally admitted that she and Ken are taking a break, and this has opened up a whole new conversation about what has really been going on in their relationship. When asked how things have been since the chaos started, she was very honest in saying that it is still chaos. She explained that she has been trying to process what is happening, especially with her kids, her personal feelings, and the challenges of dealing with issues that she has not fully gotten over. When the question came about what exactly was going on with her and Ken, she did not try to avoid it. Instead, she openly admitted that the two of them had to take a break. That moment shocked people, especially when it became clear that Ken had moved out. The weight of everything became too much, and Trish even asked for a glass of wine in the middle of the conversation just to collect herself and calm her nerves. For many people, this confession did not come as a big surprise. Some had already felt that Trish and Ken were struggling behind closed doors. While some may have expected her to deny or downplay the situation, Trish admitted it directly. Still, there are questions about whether her version of events is the full story, because as people around her have pointed out, her storytelling can sometimes feel a little dramatic, sometimes even a little fictional. It makes people wonder if everything she shares about her relationship with Ken is accurate, or if she leaves out certain parts to protect herself, to protect him, or to shape the way others see the situation. But this break between Trish and Ken does not just affect them. It has also created tension involving their kids and even extended into their interactions with other cast members. During the same conversation, talk shifted toward Martell, which only made things more complex. Someone brought up that Trish had met Martell before, and she quickly admitted that yes, she had met him. At first, she denied ever going to his house, but then she admitted that she actually did go there. She admitted that she left that part of the story out on purpose, because she did not want it to look like something more than it was. By doing that, she confessed that she basically lied in order to protect the way. This moment says a lot about the way Trish handles pressure. She admitted she argued with Ken about it because when he found out, he felt like she was hiding things. According to her, the situation even led to him raising his voice and demanding that she give him back everything he had given her. It escalated to the point where her son Xavier came downstairs, placed Ken's car keys on the counter, and then walked back upstairs. That simple act from Xavier said a lot, because it showed how kids can be deeply affected by what is happening in their parents' relationships. Trish explained that Xavier felt disrespected by how Ken spoke, and in turn, she also felt the same way. For her, that was the breaking point. That was the moment she realized this was not going to work anymore. The part about Xavier throwing down the car keys shows just how complicated the situation has become. Ken had given Xavier that car, and yet the conflict between Ken and Trish made Xavier feel like rejecting it. It is a reminder that when relationships fall apart, it is not just between two adults. The kids are also pulled into the middle of it, whether they want to be or not. That has been one of the hardest parts for Trish, because she admitted that her kids process things in a way that is similar to her. They push it down, act like it does not exist, and avoid talking about how they really feel. While that might help them cope in the short term, Trish worries that it could hurt them in the long run. She wants them to be able to share their feelings openly, but she also knows they are watching her and learning how she handles stress. The bigger question is what this break really means for Trish and Ken. She said they had to take a step back because the weight of everything became too much. Ken moving out is not just a small decision, it shows that the two of them are truly struggling to hold things together. Sometimes, a break can give people space to think, heal, and decide if they want to continue. But other times, a break is the beginning of the end. The way Trish described the situation, it seems less like a temporary pause and more like a deep fracture in their relationship. When you look back at how Trish has handled things in the past, there is a pattern. She often tries to present a strong face and make it seem like she is in control, even when things are falling apart. But this time, she was more vulnerable. She admitted that it was too much, that she needed space, and that her family dynamics were complicated. That level of honesty may not give the whole story, but it does show that she is feeling the weight of everything. It also reveals something about the challenges of being in the public eye. When your relationship is private, you can take a break, separate, or argue without everyone knowing. But when you are part of a show, every little issue becomes public. Every disagreement, every rumor, every mistake is amplified. That pressure can make it harder to work through problems, because you are not just thinking about your feelings, you are also thinking about what the audience, the fans, and the other cast members will say. Trish may have wanted to keep some things private, but once the subject came up on camera, she had no choice but to admit the truth. Another layer to this is how Ken feels. Trish shared her side, but Ken has not fully spoken for himself. From her words, it sounds like he was frustrated, angry, and ready to take back what he gave. His demand for her to return his things shows how emotional he was. It was not just about material items, it was about feeling betrayed, feeling disrespected, and wanting to make a statement. For men, especially in high-pressure relationships, that reaction is not unusual. But it does show that both of them reached a breaking point where love and patience were no longer enough. The involvement of Xavier adds another layer of seriousness. When kids get to the point of taking sides and acting out in the middle of adult problems, it shows just how heavy the environment has become. Trish admitted that Xavier's reaction made her realize the relationship was not healthy anymore. That awareness is painful, but it is also a sign of growth. She saw that if her kids were hurting, then it was no longer just about her and Ken. It was about protecting her children from more emotional damage. Throughout all of this, Trish has been trying to find balance. She admitted that she processes things by pushing them down, and she can see her kids doing the same. While that may seem like strength, it can also create silence. Silence in a family can be dangerous because it means feelings are never expressed, and pain is never healed. Trish knows that if her kids keep suppressing their emotions, they will carry them into adulthood, repeating the same cycles she has struggled with. That realization is part of why she decided that taking a break was necessary. What stands out most in this situation is how layered the truth really is. On the surface, it looks like a simple breakup or separation. But beneath it, there are lies, half-truths, kids caught in the middle, and emotions that are not fully addressed. Trish admitted that she lied about going to Martell's house, not because it was serious, but because she was afraid of how it would look. That fear of judgment drove her to hide the truth, which only created more problems later. It shows that when you are in the spotlight, perception can sometimes matter more than reality. As much as Trish has been criticized for exaggerating or bending the truth, her vulnerability in this moment made her more relatable. She admitted the chaos, admitted the struggles, and admitted that things are far from perfect. In reality, many relationships go through breaks, arguments, and messy moments, but not everyone has to admit it in front of the world. Trish's openness, even if incomplete, showed that she is human, dealing with the same challenge as others. The big question now is whether this break will lead to healing or to a permanent end. For some couples, distance can make the heart grow fonder. It can help them realize what they truly value in each other. For others, distance only makes it clearer that they are better apart. Based on Trish's tone and the way she explained the situation, it feels like this break may lean toward a separation rather than a reunion. But only time will tell.